Congratulations, you found a secret. I'm here with Gaijin Goomba, and we're going to do some commentary on our crossover episode.
And oh man, what a pain in the butt it was trying to get this all organized.
Yeah.
You know, I just kind of realized this is gonna be the first time that anyone's actually heard my natural voice. So if you guys found that secret, kudos to you. But yeah, I just honestly don't like my recorded voice. But if you do, I'm flattered.
All right. As is customary for these secrets, I have a hot drink in my right hand right now. It's a cup of coffee, black, like my people. Do you have any drinks on you?
I've got my crack, which is Diet Dr. Pepper in a thermosy cup. I don't know. Keeps it cold though.
Okay, so some background on this. I messaged Gaijin Goomba like February 20th, I think. Maybe
something like that, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, you want to do a crossover about Kid Icarus? There's a bunch of Japanese stuff, and he's like, yeah, give me some specifics. So I type up this like 15-page essay.
Yeah, see, that's the ironic thing, is that I would say a good half, well, yeah, I'd say about half, if not a little bit more, of the actual Japanese information he got, and I was like, oh, and I was just confirming. I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, because I've actually not really played Kid Icarus. It was just really balls-bustingly hard when I was a kid, and it just slipped through my fingers.
Oh, yeah, the learning curve on that game is...
a monster?
Yeah, it's like a cliff.
Yeah. But I am playing it now, though I am cheating a little bit.
You weakling!
Hey, you'd be surprised, like, for us as old school gamers, when you get used to new games and how they just kind of let you beat them without a whole lot of trial and error, you lose a lot of your skill.
Yeah, you do lose your touch. Honestly, I'd probably be using save states if I were just barely breaking into Kid Icarus as well, because... Actually, I did the first time I played through it. I had to use save states. It was disgusting.
You know your big talk. So anyway, God, Ronnie, how long did it actually take? Like, you were able to like spend an all-nighter getting everything edited together. Yeah. Fun fact too. I didn't do very much video-wise. I did a lot of the spriting of Goomba. And I had to, God, those transitions. I'm still going to choke you for making me try to edit those transitions.
Hey, I offered to throw them in myself if you were having trouble.
Yeah, I know, but God, you've already been doing so much of the work anyway. I didn't want to feel like a scrub. But anywho, yeah, there's a couple of, well, there's actually a good 5 or 6 things that I want to cover on the video, so what do you think? Should we go and get this started?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Going. Yeah, I absolutely gaga'd over this introduction. I was like, I don't know. It was just so beautiful and well put together.
Thank you. I'm the one that put it together. He's the one that pretty much mapped everything out. We were in a Skype call throwing ideas back and forth. And he pretty much just said this, and then I made it happen.
Hey guys, Gaijin Goomba here. Today,
yeah, do you have anything to say about that intro?
Hey, aren't you going to introduce me?
Oh God.
Did we just drop?
Yeah, we did just drop. I think we're going to keep dropping because of the, I don't know, I guess it's the software or your connection or something, because no one's torrenting over here.
Really?
Hey,
yeah.
Wait a second. What's up with the...
Oh God, this part. I'm sorry, that cracked me up so hard, because you, with your smooth animation, and I'm going to shake my cane at you. Well, I mean, seriously, I just do a lot of stills and whatnot.
But it works, though. I don't really think a Goomba needs to be animated to get the point across. Yeah.
I suppose. But there was a lot of jumping around that I just didn't catch. A little bit earlier, it was just flopping around. Like, it wasn't staying consistent. It was like he was popping in and out all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Now, for everyone who's watching this, Ronnie is not actually this bad at Japanese. In fact, he was the one that put all of the Japanese together. So just don't think of him as some sort of idiot when it comes to Japanese, because that was all for show.
Yeah. I still don't think I know that much about Japanese. Like, I've seen subbed anime, and that's about as, like, far as my knowledge of the Japanese language goes. Yeah.
Fun fact, in high school, I had to memorize all the names of the 12
So actually,
it gets pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Oh god, this part. Oh, the head spin. Oh god, I cracked up at that so hard.
Yeah,
That was the first transition too. That was just a huge pain in the ass to try and fix.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, like that was actually I noticed that scene was really stagnant, and I'm like, how can I spruce up this scene? Oh, I'll make his head spin. And yeah.
No, I'm going somewhere with this.
Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, did you record all of the gameplay footage? I wasn't sure if you did or didn't.
Yeah, all the footage you see is mine.
Gotcha. I gotta figure out how to do that.
It's really not that difficult, actually.
Oh! If you back up right there, about 4 or 5 seconds or so, like that, what was it, the siren?
Yeah.
Like, you can actually see some full frontal, like, naked boobage, nipples and all, and I was really surprised that Nintendo, like, got away with that.
Yeah, it was like it somehow bypassed like the localization team entirely. Like, how does that happen?
I honestly don't know, but man, parents would have had a fit if they saw that nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder if they're going to be coming back for Uprising, and if so,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing, the Phil Collins bit. I was like, why would they do that? Now, the Mick Jagger bit I can understand.
Yeah, well, because he's flying lips, but like Phil Collins, what?
I know. And by the way, the speckle noses, I freaking hate those. Oh my god! Like, I've just been started playing, but ugh.
They're pretty fierce.
But they're freaking noses.
Oh look, they're Groucho Marx masks. They can't kill me. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, this is the other thing too. What is with all the eggplants in all the old NES games? Like, I just totally aha moment on that, and it was just like, what is up with eggplants? So that's when I started digging the research. And by the way, I don't even know if I pronounced this correctly. Kanji has so many different pronunciations for so many different time periods, but it is written correctly at least. Wait, why did you choose Samus and Mother Brain for this?
I was trying to think of some kind of visual pun, and I was like, well, mother-in-law, Mother Brain, the Metroid, we mentioned Metroid, haha!
Oh god. And by the way, I hate you for making me write in that joke.
I didn't make you write in that joke.
Did you not? I thought that was one that you wrote in for me.
No, you're the one that wrote in the deep-rooted thing.
Oh, Lord. Okay, fair enough.
And yeah,
Dude, fun fact for you viewers, Ronnie was having a hard time actually trying to find Casa Obake pictures, and I'm like, dude, step back, I got this. Because I remembered there were like 3 different kinds of those enemies in the old Kirby games, like the ones that people don't even remember. And I was like, here you go, here's 5.
Yeah, it was like really nice. I was trying to look for some pictures, like, and they're really nice pictures, but they're all from DeviantArt.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I didn't know about this part. See, you're just unloading, like, historical information that I just had no idea about. Oh, God.
Really? Yeah, okay, so a couple of the facts that I'm...
Yeah, I had to make that joke. Dude, you'd be surprised at how many, like, bad Mushroom Goomba-looking bad guys there are in old video games.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, like, who else had mushrooms? And weren't Goombas based on chestnuts, though?
In wording, yes. In look, no.
Okay.
There were bad mushrooms in Kirby games. There was a few in Earthbound, actually. I mean, I've got it written down somewhere for a future show, but really, they are everywhere.
Earthbound in and of itself is like eating a bad mushroom.
Pretty much.
So,
And
Sorry. What?
I'm just saying, in this part right here, like, this is completely speculation. Like, neither Ronnie or I had any idea if this was even true, but it was just way too just convenient.
Yeah, I came up with this last summer. I was thinking, why the hell is his name Pitt? And so that's my own little speculation right there. 100% me. I have not found it anywhere else on the interwebs. So,
But I mean, with accordance about how katakana works in the Japanese language, it really wouldn't surprise me if that's where it came from.
I had no way of confirming it, so I figured like, hey, this Gaijin Goomba guy knows a thing or two about the Japaneses and
Japaneses?
yeah. So the Japaneses. So the Perseus thing and the going back a bit, like the whole Homer's Odyssey Cyclops thing, both of those are also things I came up with. A lot of this stuff is like stuff that other people come up with, but there are a few hypotheses that are just totally mine.
Well, I mean, that's just the thing, though. I think in a lot of shows, it's not that our content's original. It's just we're being vocal about it. A lot of the stuff that I find online. Like, I'm not the only one that thinks of these things.
But you're probably one of the few people that put it to video, though, right?
Yeah, but that's the idea. It's taking all these ideas and concepts and making them known.
So going into this, I only wanted this video to be like a quick collaboration, maybe 5 minutes. It ended up being almost 10.
Yeah, pretty much 10. Oh, man. Oh, it's sad it's already over. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. It is nice to have all the work behind me, though. It's like, whew.
Oh, I like the fact that you took my my catchphrase with me. That was actually really nice.
Oh, yeah, I don't really have... Sorry, what?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't have a catchphrase, but what were you saying about this?
This is the second time I've actually seen this ending, with the credits scroll and whatnot, and just freaking hilarious. Like, especially the ending text with like, awesomeness was restored to the internet. That just cracked me up so hard.
Yeah, this was based on the Kid Icarus ending, so I decided like it says like the light of peace was returned to Angel Land or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that was one of the things that I wanted to talk about, but I think it was just already pretty relevant. Is it Angel Land or is it Skyworld? Because it seems to be both.
I've actually gonna drop some knowledge. Angel Land is actually no, I'm not gonna drop any knowledge. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Well, the last world, like the second to last world, is called Skyworld, and I think the very last level, level 4, where you're in the shooter, I think that's Angel Land.
Gotcha.
Yeah, or maybe Angel Land referring to like all of the overworld in Skyworld. I don't know.
Well, it's cool. So anyway, Ron and I just wanted to put this together in celebration of the release because he's a big Kid Icarus fan, and after watching a lot of the Japanese trailers, and of course there's also Smash Brothers Brawl that helped hype this game, and then sitting down and actually going through the actual Kid Icarus game, I'm slowly becoming a fan. But Ronnie, what do you think? What's your speculation of Uprising? Like, it comes out tomorrow, so do you think it's going to be great, good? Do you think there's going to be any problems with it? I mean, what do you think so far?
Well, Sakurai has demonstrated he can do no wrong. And, I don't know. I do trust Sakurai. He seems to know what's up. Yeah, you're allowed to choose your own difficulty in the game, if you've ever seen, like, the Intensity trailer and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah, and, I don't know, what, I just think the game was put in good hands. It's on a pretty good handheld, so I certainly think it's going to be good, but I have no clue.
Well, I mean, I saw, God forbid, IGN review of the game, and the one thing that I'm worried about with this game is the control scheme, because I heard it uses both the stick as well as the stylus. Like, you move Pit with the stick and aim with the stylus. And for some people, that's probably going to be really uncomfortable, because you're going to have to hold the whole machine in one hand because your other hand's got to be free for the stylus. I heard that for lefties, it's going to be okay because you're just going to use the 4 other buttons. but I swear I'm gonna call it right now before anyone says so. Freaking Yahtzee is gonna pick up this game, and that's gonna be the prime thing he's gonna complain about. Is how awkward it is to play this thing.
He's going to talk about wanker's cramp or something.
Probably, knowing him. Like,
that was one concern that... Sorry, what?
I was just gonna say, personally, I like Yahtzee. I would respect his opinion better if his show was more than entertainment, because that's what it is. He goes in and he rips on games, any games, all games, because that's his job. Like, I don't consider him a reviewer, at least not with zero punctuation. And I know I'm probably going to get a lot of boos by saying that.
Only 5 people are going to find this, so whatever. I haven't really seen any of his recent stuff, but I do find him very entertaining, and I have played some of his games, and they were mostly okay.
We'll see eventually. But I don't know, Ron. You think we should go ahead and wrap this up, since we're probably we're probably what, 15 some odd minutes into this?
Yeah, sure.
All
right, well, congratulations on finding this long-winded secret. We digressed a bit.
A whole lot. Well, who are you kidding? And if you're a fan of my show, you've actually heard my natural voice, and it doesn't sound like a Smurf that got sucked up in a vacuum cleaner talking in a tin can.
That's a good way to describe it.
Pretty much. I've heard worse, though. So, anyway, I guess we're going to go ahead and sign out here.
All right.
So,
this is Ronnie Edwards.
And Gaijin Goomba.
Signing out.